The phone buzzed on the kitchen counter, its screen flashing like a warning beacon in the dim morning light. I froze, coffee mug halfway to my lips, as the notification burned into my retinas. Payment confirmed, $2,347.89, Coastal Escapes Travel Agency. My stomach lurched, a cold knot tightening in my gut. Elise hadn't mentioned a trip. Not a word about a getaway, no excited chatter about beaches or cocktails. Just last night, she'd kissed me softly, her lips lingering as she promised a quiet weekend together. So why was her credit card, our joint card, paying for a lavish girls' trip I knew nothing about? The apartment was silent except for the faint hum of the fridge and the distant wail of a siren outside. I set the mug down, the ceramic clinking too loudly against the counter, and grabbed her phone. Her passcode, our anniversary 0418, unlocked it easily. My thumb hovered over the travel app, guilt prickling at the edges of my mind. This is wrong, I thought, but the ache in my chest pushed me forward. The itinerary loaded. A 4-day retreat to a private beach villa, booked for next weekend. Names listed, Elise, Tara, Michelle, and someone named Ryan. My breath caught. Ryan wasn't part of her usual crew. Ryan wasn't a woman. I sank into a chair, the wood creaking under my weight, and stared at the screen. My mind scrambled for excuses. Maybe Ryan was a friend I'd forgotten, a cousin, a coworker. But the name sat there like a splinter, sharp and undeniable. I scrolled through her texts, my fingers trembling. There it was, a thread with Ryan, buried beneath innocent chats with her sister and book club. Can't wait to see you, she'd written last night, after kissing me goodnight. Villa's gonna be perfect. Just us, no distractions. His reply? Counting down the days, babe. Babe. The word hit like a fist to the sternum. I dropped the phone, its case clattering on the table. My vision blurred, not with tears but with a kind of disorienting haze, like the world had tilted off its axis. Elise, my Elise. 5 years of late-night talks, shared leases, and promises of forever. Was planning a secret escape with someone else. The coffee in my stomach churned, threatening to rise. I wanted to scream, to throw something, but instead I sat frozen, replaying every moment of the past month for clues I'd missed. There'd been signs, hadn't there? Her phone face down on the table more often. The way she'd linger in the bathroom, texting with the door locked. That distracted smile when I'd ask about her day. Her answers vague, like she was reciting lines. I'd chalked it up to stress, her new promotion, the long hours. I'd rationalized it all, because trusting her was easier than doubting her. Because love makes you blind, or maybe just willfully stupid. I heard the shower shut off, the faint drip of water echoing from the bathroom. She'd be out soon, towel-wrapped, humming some off-key tune like nothing was wrong. My pulse thundered in my ears. Confront her now? Demand answers? Or play dumb? Let the suspicion fester until I had proof? The phone buzzed again, another notification from the travel agency. Confirmation email sent. I opened it, my hands moving on autopilot. The email listed the full itinerary, flights, villa details, even a couple's massage scheduled for Elise and Ryan. My chest tightened, a vice squeezing my ribs. I could almost see them, tangled together on a sun-drenched beach, her laughter ringing out the way it used to for me. The bathroom door creaked open, and I slammed the phone down, heart racing. Elise stepped into the kitchen, her wet hair dripping onto the oversized t-shirt she'd stolen from my drawer years ago. "Morning," she said, her voice soft, almost tentative. She crossed to the coffee pot, her bare feet padding on the hardwood. The normalcy of it felt like a betrayal in itself. "Morning." I managed, my voice rough, like I'd swallowed gravel. I watched her pour coffee, her movements graceful, familiar. How could she stand there, acting like everything was fine? Did she feel guilty at all? Or was she that good at lying? I wanted to ask about the trip, to watch her squirm, but the words stuck in my throat. Instead I said, "Big plans for the weekend?" She froze for a split second, her hand tightening on the mug. "Oh, just work stuff. Maybe drinks with the girls." Her smile was too quick, too bright. "What about you?" The lie stung, sharp and precise. I forced a shrug, my nails digging into my palms under the table. "Same old. Maybe we could do something together? Been a while." Her eyes flickered, something unreadable passing through them. Yeah, maybe, she said, turning away to grab creamer from the fridge. The casual dismissal hit harder than it should have. I stared at her back, imagining the secrets piling up behind her perfect posture. The urge to confront her burned, but a colder, sharper instinct took over. I didn't want to beg for the truth. I wanted to unravel it myself. That afternoon, while she was at work, I called the travel agency. My voice stayed calm, professional, even as my hands shook. I'd like to cancel a booking, I said, rattling off the confirmation number from the email. The agent hesitated, asking for verification. I gave Elise's name, our joint card details, and a flimsy excuse about a family emergency. The cancellation went through in minutes. A refund email pinged my inbox, and I forwarded it to Elise with a single line. Found this. Care to explain? Then I attached a screenshot of the itinerary, Ryan's name circled in red. I didn't wait for her reply. I grabbed my keys and left, the apartment feeling too small, too suffocating. The city streets blurred past, honking cabs, the acrid smell of exhaust, the chatter of pedestrians. My phone stayed silent, but I could imagine her face when she saw the email. Shock, maybe panic, maybe anger. Would she call Ryan first, or me? Would she try to lie her way out, or finally confess? Hours later, I sat in a dimly lit bar, nursing a whiskey I barely tasted. My phone finally lit up with her name. I let it ring, each vibration a small victory. When I finally answered, her voice was high, frantic. Jake, what the hell? Why'd you cancel the trip? I leaned back, the barstool creaking. Who's Ryan? I asked, my tone flat, like I was discussing the weather. Silence. Then a shaky breath. He's just a friend. From work. It's not what you think. Not what I think. I laughed, the sound bitter even to my own ears. You booked a couple's massage with just a friend, Elise. You called him babe. Don't insult me. Jake, please, she said, her voice cracking. It's complicated. I didn't mean for. For what? I snapped, drawing stares from nearby tables. For me to find out? For you to sneak off with him while I sat here like an idiot? She was crying now, soft sobs filtering through the phone. I wasn't going to go through with it, she said. I got caught up, okay? I was confused, and Ryan. He was there, and I. Stop, I said, my voice low, trembling with rage and something softer, more broken. Just stop. I hung up, my hand shaking so badly I nearly dropped the phone. The bar's low hum of conversation felt distant, like I was underwater. I pictured her in our apartment, alone, maybe still crying. Part of me wanted to go back, to hold her, to pretend this was a misunderstanding. But the screenshot burned in my mind, undeniable. I paid my tab and stepped into the night, the city's pulse matching the chaos in my chest. My phone buzzed again, her name, again. I ignored it, but the next message wasn't from her. It was Ryan. Hey man, I don't know what you heard, but it's not what it looks like. Can we talk? I stared at the words, a new kind of anger flaring. He had my number. Had she given it to him? Or had he been close enough to her life, to our life, to know it already? I typed a reply, my fingers steady now. Stay away from her. Stay away from me. I hit send, then blocked his number. The walk home was long, the air cold against my skin. I didn't know what waited for me, her apologies, her excuses, or just an empty apartment. But as I turned the corner to our building, a single thought crystallized. I'd canceled the trip, but I couldn't cancel the truth. And whatever came next, I'd face it head on even if it broke me.